Better stop shadowboxing. People are looking at me. Anyway, I am Eddie, AllThingsEdiz. We cover everything automotive, cars, and fitness, and everything else in between that entails my life. And right now, we're about to film a travel vlog for the brand, for Doyoueven, for myself, and we've never done these before. So the formatting is going to be new to us. I'm going to leave that to James. Aside from all the fun and travel and vlogging, we are here on business purposes, obviously, and the main reason why we've made this flight out to China is obviously to build rapport with our manufacturers and also to constantly test our own product range. If you're not constantly adapting, if you're not constantly changing, if you're not constantly trying to improve, then you're stagnant, and that's the last thing that we want from the Doyoueven brand. Shop doyoueven.com. Leave your mark. We're going to keep it real, taking you guys on this journey with us from the flight here, and I want you guys to stay tuned towards the end because we're going to be covering the Four Seasons Hotel in Guangzhou, highest rated hotel in 2019, or so they say. That's it. Let's do it. I'm excited. So James should be vlogging, but suss him out. Almost died. You watch the super vlogs. Just landed in Hong Kong and it is hot. Check out the scenery behind me. We're going to make the connecting flight to Guangzhou now, but we've got 2 hours to kill in this airport. I actually think I've scaled an additional 3,000 steps, 4,000 steps while being at this airport for the last 20 or so minutes. And we still didn't find Burger King. Oh, we're doing the mukbang now. And I've got dumpling. Look, I've got the technique down pat.
Turn everything up. Turn everything up. Turn everything up. Turn everything up.
Thumbs up for Chick Turbos. We did it! 3,000 subs while we're in the taxi.
Niggas going from the cradle to the grave. You done fucked around and stumbled in the cave. Got to go Django Unchained. Girls do anything to get backstage.
We're just going over a few designs for our new seamless items. Obviously testing new fabric blends and testing a new manufacturer as well. And just discussing some of the colorways and fits. We've actually got Leah wearing a piece. You're gonna have to blur her out, James.
I love it.
Yeah? Yeah. The fabric is literally unbelievable. Doyoueven.com. We're off to go grab some food. Apparently we're going to get cultured. Cut to a mukbang clip.
Turn everything up. Turn everything
If I burn my teeth, bro, that's hot.
You got thunder.
No Pepsi Max, no sugar-free Monster. We just have to settle. Kind of wanted that sugar-free Monster. I'm just gonna refresh myself. It's not Pepsi Max, it's not a sugar-free Monster. I feel like this is sacrilegious. I'm settling right now. Dude, the one thing that we didn't settle on, this hotel. So we're staying at the Four Seasons, which is around the corner. And now we're gonna take you guys for a little bit of a tour. Obviously, if you guys are coming to China, be frugal. This is my third time here, and I just decided to treat the team this time around. So we're staying at the Four Seasons, but generally it's quite affordable to stay here in China. Obviously we came down, build rapport with our manufacturers. We have a few new manufacturers that we're testing relationships with, and there's, you know, limitations every time. You know, like we jump on WhatsApp, Skype, you don't really get that personability. And there's really, like, business is fundamentally having a connection within your teams to be able to get the most output as efficiently as possible. So that's why we're here, man. We're just building those relationships. Let's head inside, do a bit of a tour of the hotel room. We've got 3 executive suites. We've got some of the crew here, obviously taking part in the China trip. 2 of our lead designers, myself, Nikki, and James, our latest addition, latest and greatest. We're gonna head upstairs, check out the rooms. Dude, insane. The concierge is on the 70th level and we're on the 89th, so we're gonna quickly jump to our room, take you guys for a tour, and James is gonna overlay some gangster music. to this clip. So let's go do it, let's do it.
If you won't give it to me, I'ma take it. Take it. If you won't give it to me, I'ma take it. What if they never told you?
89, 11. Scared of heights, man. Yeah, I'm not good with it. I know. Don't drop your camera, man. Or should we do like a theatrical entrance? Oh, what up, man? Deal Shankar made it to China. 74% of you said yes on the gram if you're not already following at Wealth and Fitness. But that's our rooms. It's landed here, got to the hotel room at 12 a.m. By the time we checked in, got our luggage all sorted and sort of settled into the hotel. Everything was dim, no lights. So hopefully tonight, light up the Canton Tower, show you guys how cool and amazing this view looks at nighttime. I actually think we're above the clouds. Is that smog or above the clouds? God knows.
It's the building on fire, right?
On that note, we're actually gonna head down a couple of levels to the gym, get a workout in. So we're heading downstairs now. I'm pumped, man. I'm actually really keen for this session. So people are going to be like, this guy doesn't know what the hell he's doing. Which is true to a degree, you know, I only really recently took this up just to continue my cardiovascular endurance that I worked so hard to gain in soccer. And then this happened. I had 80% of my meniscus removed. Currently have 70% of my ACL intact. Had a grade 1 tear on my MCL. So pretty devastating blow. And I'm like, how do I emulate that same cardiovascular endurance that I had with soccer? And I started with boxing, only to realize that boxing is a lot of leg work. And so the pivots still aren't coming naturally to me, just because every time I do it, like my knee plays up, still don't feel like 100% comfortable with that movement. But every day is an improvement, man. So I've been enjoying this. I've only been doing it for like 5-6 weeks. And when I say been doing it for 5-6 weeks, I haven't had a lesson, pretty much self-taught on YouTube. Goes to show that I know nothing. And just sparred a couple of my mates, but I'm really enjoying it from a cardiovascular point. I fucking love it. And just like anything in life, you can only improve. True? That's what life's about. But that's a wrap for today. Tomorrow we're gonna go visit the markets, and that will pretty much sum up Guangzhou. Saw 2 of our manufacturers. Really, really impressed with where we're taking this next seasonal collection. I know you guys are gonna love it. Till tomorrow. I'm excited, Peter.
Huh?
I said I'm excited to see you again.
By the way, we found a bootleg KFC.
Copy.
Copy. Where is it? Yeah. Wow. Bro, look at the side of it. All this is fabric. Little buyers?
采购是buyer吧 ？buyers， 然后还有设计是怎么 ？designers。
Oh, a lot of designers.
Here are you
kill more young people.
I thought you were saying bio.
Wait.
Bro, epic. Guys, so last off we left you in the gym. Right now we're in the middle of Guangzhou Market. This place is massive. But last night, after the training session, we ventured into the massage parlor at the Four Seasons Hotel. Quick shout out, these guys are bloody incredible. You can tell that they don't just hire anyone off the streets. They're actual therapists. And me and Adrian ended up coupling up together, but let's just not talk about that. But yeah, it was actually really, really good. Massage was amazing. I felt $1 million after I came out. So after the massage, decided last night in Guangzhou, may as well see the city, ventured off to Party Pier, and in terms of my value preference, I think partying is like, I'm just all partied out, man. Turning 30 in 3 weeks. We tried to make the most of it. That's it. Gonna go for a stroll, check out this place, see what it's got. We've only got another 2 hours to quickly check out some of the fabrics, and I don't know what else to say, man. I'm losing my mind. It is that hot. And Avery's waiting. She's like, please, can you stop recording? Hey, Peter!
Hey, look at him take the speed bump.
latest collection, we're developing a range that's not fitted, not tapered, but we still want the property of active wear that works best for you. And we wanted to create something with a little less nylon and elastane, so it doesn't have that tapered, fitted feeling. And we've opted for something different, something that breathes on you while you train, but something that's also extremely light and adaptive to any body shape, which we're excited about, because obviously training isn't just for people at an elite level fitness who are into their tapered fits and their fitted tees. Training's for everyone. It doesn't matter where you start, we want to be able to cater for you. We want everyone to be able to leave their mark. Doyoueven.com. But in all seriousness, that's why we're here. You know, we want to be able to find the right blends that are light, that are easy to train in, and don't feel overly warm while you're wearing them. Keep you cool, allow you to train at your best capacity, and that's why we're here. So I was just speaking to our manufacturer, and they were saying that they've had an issue recently with controlling the quality of fabrics and also the colorways as well, just because the government has been shutting down their dyeing factories and lessening the manufacturing process, just so that they're polluting the environment less. Obviously, you know, money's not everything, the environment matters most. And that's why we're also here as well. We're looking for more sustainable ways to produce our clothing. I think there's a lot of variants out there that they're currently producing in order to be able to fulfill that purpose, and that's why we're here. You know, just experimenting with different fabric compositions and different ways to manufacture our clothing so that we're always above board. And, you know, it helps being here in person to be able to see it for yourself, just to ensure that everything that they're saying does comply with everything that we want to achieve. What's that for? Wearing a hoodie and then you can like latch your keys onto your logo. Just for me.
This is what I want.
I'll have my keys here on my jumper. Bro, this could be revolutionary. You reckon? Bro, believe. Believe. Believe in the idea.
Yes.
What size is this?
Me.
Do you think I can fit?
James.
Oh, James can wear it. James, you want to chuck that on? Like, give us some staunch stances. Hit him with the dab. I had to. I found my life. Life is complete.
These are disgusting. How do you drink so much of this shit?
Please do not insult me again. Guys, this is not a paid advert as well. Monster, if you're watching, please, sponsor me. Looks like nothing, right? Yeah, and then check my phone. Did you guys wear that? Make a rain jacket out of that material? Let me know in the comments below. Leave your mark. Literally.
Just leave me alone. I'm just way too lit for this. I'll ever wonder what's ahead.
James, it's 9 AM. Got to sleep last night at 3 AM. We actually landed in this second region, Dongguan, last night around 11. Myself and James took it upon ourselves to find some Edis-friendly food, and what a mission that was. We had no money on us, checking out food stalls, shops, scavenging for money. Eventually we settled for 2 large chips from KFC. But I didn't get to bed till 3 AM last night. Obviously, we had our July 4th campaign going out last night. Had to check over that, as well as invoicing, payroll, and miscellaneous stuff. So quite tired. We are in the second region now though, in Dongguan. And we're about to head downstairs, smash out some brekkie. But before we do that, I thought I'd answer your questions. Some of the questions that came over Instagram, at Wealth and Fitness, if you're not already following. And we'll just do like a rapid fire, like 3 or 4 questions. What do you think? This vlog is already pretty long, so don't want to draw it out any longer. The first question comes from Brenny. What source did you reach out to test the market before you started your clothing business? I started in 2012. I think we've told this story a few times now, but more than happy to answer it again. Started in 2012 through a print order business, Spreadshirt. They're a US-based company. It was a great platform because I didn't have funds at the time, and I wanted to start the business with as little overheads as possible, and they made sense. They were a print to order company. I could basically test the market with designs, I could test the market with their products, I could see where people were buying from, what they were buying, what demographic they were, and I basically utilized them for an 18-month period, 12 to 18 months, and I was able to generate enough funds through that platform to be able to start my own private label branding. That's eventually what I wanted to do. I wanted to be able to give a custom experience, a custom tailored experience to our consumer, but couldn't start the private label brand right from the get-go, obviously, because funds were tight. I was a broke uni student, so I found their platform to be extremely helpful in that way, especially because I got insights and data as to who was purchasing, what they were purchasing, etc., etc. So that's how I started testing the market before I actually created the Doyoueven brand. Well, the Doyoueven brand existed, but not what it was back then. How's the car scene in China? Honestly, there's that many people on the roads and there's that many cars and there's very little regard for road regulations and road rules that cars just all blur as one at this point. We have seen a few like pretty cool sightings, Lamborghinis, G-Wagons, stuff like that, but we're not really in the car scene, especially in the regions that we're in. You know, obviously came down here to go to the textiles markets, the fabric markets, and also connect with our manufacturers. So haven't had time to check out the car scene, but I'm sure they've probably got their own little underground racing syndicates. The next question comes from Ty Leonard. If you could have a superpower, what would it be? Age, what would yours be?
Invisibility, I'm sure.
Why invisibility?
Get away with anything, be good as.
I actually don't know what. You know what? I would love the limitless pill. Like just forever being able to learn. And I think combining that with like not having to sleep. Could you imagine a life where you never got tired? Like you just felt energized 24/7. I think that would be a pretty cool superpower. Or being Goku, I don't know. Next question comes from Dom's Real. What was your first car? My first car was actually a Toyota Supra. It was a 1993 model SZ, non-turbo, manual 5-speed, coloured in Renaissance red. I love red cars, if you haven't already sort of guessed. Actually, people might be confused. I've got a lot of green cars as well. But yeah, first car was a 1993 SZ Toyota Supra. Worked extremely hard for it. Bought it back in 2008 for 13.5 grand. How times have changed. The supermarket's crazy at the moment, but loved every bit of it. That's when I got the modification bug. That's when I got the power bug, you know, once to experience a turbocharged car. But yeah, that was my first car. Always Hamby. Says, so what really happened in that couple's massage? Age, do you want to elaborate?
We just got pampered, really. It's pretty good. Had some dessert, some tea, pretty inconspicuous.
Pampered.
Why'd you tap your nose?
You don't want to know. Yeah, let's just leave it at that. Actually, last but not least, Awal Chan 20 says, what's your YouTube channel called? Yeah, you can cue to the outro music here now. URL's in the outro music. Guys, that is it. That's all for today. We are going to start recording from the second region. We're in Dongguan at the moment, but we're going to wrap up. That's all from Guangzhou. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so. The channel is AllThingsEdiz. Give the video a like, subscribe. If you're enjoying the content, please leave a comment below. Let us know what you'd like to see next. That's it. That's a wrap. James, I'm out.